the chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal.
Pragmatic. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and I've watched as hosts of spirits. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious.
What do you mean ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield, both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders...
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study. The thrill of finding remnants of 1,000... I will stay there.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by Chantry forces. Cassandra has been accommodating. But you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle like...
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages... Closing the breach is our primary goal. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The
You don't think whatever created the...
You survived. The artifact that created... I will not believe it destroyed until I see...
We would do well to try to recover...
Liliana's people have scoured the... Whatever the artifact... In any case... Did you need me for anything?
I'd be interested in hearing your opinion.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your... You are Dalish, are you not?
Yes, I am. The Dalish are the best hope for preserving the culture of our people.
Our people. You use that phrase so casually. It should mean more. But the Dalish have forgotten, among other things.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the Fade. I have seen things they have not.
Irabellas, Are. If the Dalish have done you a disservice, I would make that right. What course would you set for them that is better than what they know now?
You are right, of course. The fault is mine. Irabalas, darling. If I can offer any understanding, you have but to ask.
I'd like to know more about the elves from...
The Dalish strive to remember Halam Sharal.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city.
You've studied ancient elves.
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was love.
Are all Dalish elves?
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy upon the... As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the land. Some are no more than bandits, others trade freely with humans, and some have disappeared entirely into the forests.
What can you tell me about elves?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of... They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Is the magic they teach in the Circle different from the magic I learned with my...
No, and yes. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to...
No. It was simply part of being elven. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries. It must have been beautiful.
You said that the censure against blood magic was...
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even... But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
every time I've seen blood magic used, it has been for...
I once saw a woman stabbed in the stomach with a dagger. She died slow. If the Chantry outlawed daggers, would that stop people? Some would use daggers in secret, shamed, and some would find rebellion titillating, step down the path of depravity.
You don't need to sacrifice a slave's...
I suppose it depends upon how many men have you killed while fighting for the Inquisition. And if blood magic could help you? Well, it matters little to me. I do not use it, but I do...
We'll talk later.
Of course. Yes?
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal, from my wanderings. There are few hard facts.
I'd like to know more about...
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that... But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was...
I'd like to know more about the...
Circle mages call it, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature.
It sounds like it would...
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
I'd like to know more about...
Your Dalish say the demons hate the natural world, seek to bring their... But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, spirits wish to join the living. And a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Is there a way to coexist?
Not in the world we know today. The veil... But the question is a good one. And it matters that you thought to...
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. Hello.
I'd like to know more about you, Sol.
Why?
You're an elven mage. Not from the Circle, not Dalish. You're an unknown element. If I'm to trust a self-taught apostate with my life...
I don't see myself as self-taught. But then, since I have not told you, all right. What can I tell you?
What made you start...
I grew up in a village to the north. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
Did spirits
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempted. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
I gather you didn't spend your...
No. Eventually, I was unable to...
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I travel. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Is this why you...
I joined the Inquisition, but if our enemies destroy the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth.
How so?
You train your will to control magic and withstand possession. Your indomitable focus is... You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
You said you'd traveled to many...
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, the best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the... I saw Alistair and the hero for Eldon light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
I've heard the stories. It would be...
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he let... The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander...
And you can't tell which...
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Have you always traveled?
Not at all. I have built spirits of wisdom, possessed of spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful.
I don't know of any...
They rarely seek this world. When they do, wisdom and purpose are too easily twisted to pride.
You're saying that you became...
They were not demons.
Meaning?
And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand the nature of the spirit, they can be fast friends.
I'm impressed that you could become friends...
Anyone who can dream has the potential. Few ever try. Yet, because they exist without form, as we understand it, is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
Spirits are bound by their nature. You said it yourself. They're...
Just as Liliana was shaped by contact with divine Justinian. If I change your mind in this conversation...
You've thought about that.
On occasion, yes.
We'll talk.
Goodbye. Hello.
Are we going to have new verses in the Chant of Light now for the Herald of Andraste, telling what he did?
It's far too soon to consider anything like that.
I was talking with a friend who said there used to be a verse about an elf in the Chant of Light.
No, that's not true. I'm sorry, but that doesn't mean the Maker loves you any less. Wardens anywhere?
Nope.
You're certain?
Wait.
Yes.
Aristo. Grey Wardens, you said?
We're not paying you to be sarcastic.
Have you left me?
Too many wounded, and not enough bandages to go around.
Start tearing up shirts then. If the Inquisition can afford fancy new uniforms, it can afford bandages.
How about nails? Can Harriet at least get me a few score nails by tomorrow?
Master Harriet said I'm good at nails. He said I have a mind like a hammer.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here? Oh. Thren. Inquisition. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
How does someone end up as
I served Ferelden under 10 after they all turned on him at dinner in that. Queen Honora offered my... It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
I understand Loghain joined the Grey War.
Yes. A mercy. He could have led Ferelden to greatness. Instead, he lives in exile. Can I help you with something?
How does someone end up?
I served Ferelden after they all... Queen... It was a kind... Can I help you with something?
What did you mean when you mentioned
I'm making this Inquisition. We're stretched thin on material. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good log inside.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing?
You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones... Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered with a... If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
People are killed all the time.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some... Once I was sure I died. I did die. Who else but the Maker could have resurrected me? But if he didn't save me to help the Divine, then why? Why am I still alive?
Wait, you died?
It was right there at the temple by the urn, but the hero of Ferelden corrupted. It was a fight I couldn't win. But I awoke later in agony. The ashes were gone. I can't explain how I survived.
That's it? You can't explain it?
You think I haven't looked for answers? I've searched for 10 years. This place holds its secrets tight. Enough wallowing. I should never come. So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports. There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria. One of my best. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can.
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
We can't solve our problems with murder.
And what would you say? Butler's betrayal put on... I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
I expected better from the Inquisition's spy master.
You've made that point clear. Apprehend Butler, but see... Now if you're happy... Reports of fade rifts and demons. The only thing that will calm their fears now... You have to be that someone. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to...
Why do you want me to seek out the
I've known mages. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
They called you
That they did. What of it?
What is the point of it?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition. She hoped that with enough support... She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. The Chantry has committed many injustices. It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
Are you saying we'll fail without the...
I'm saying I thought it... Nothing more.
I could use the left hand of the...
Every agent out in the world is my eye. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind...
What exactly does the left hand...
A divine always has enemies. And Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
There were many who felt she was unfit to be... Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her...
So...
I handled difficult situations that couldn't be resolved through more...
I'd like to hear about...
A friend. It made her human. I think her followers responded...
Was there something more?
You're asking if we were lovers. Love is common. She was a... So, to answer your question...
How did you and just...
I met her long... When I met her, she was... No, wait. She hate...
We'll talk...
Yes?
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Bard...
There are plenty of tales in the library.
What did you do?
I was a bard. For a time After the Blight, the Divine called on me to...
Can you teach me to...
Being a bard is so much more. It involves a keen understanding of... The bards is an intricate dance. The best way to learn. Perhaps when this is all over, I'll teach you. We can always talk... I'm listening.
You seem to know a great...
I have made friends. And on occasion enemies.
You have a history with the Warden.
The hero of Ferelden. There are no heroes in real life. Like striking me down, for example. It's hard not to...
They say you spent some time at...
We spoke a few times. I seldom left the... I saw more of the Hog Twin. She would spend time in meditation at the Chantry. The other one? I did encounter the champion again later in Kirkwall.
Was this one that...
No. that happened later. But even then, there were some in Val Rayo who wanted the Justina sent me there to see if that could be avoided, to gather evidence. I guess it didn't matter in the end.
We can...
You know where I'm listening.
You see...
I have made friends, and
You see...
I met her a long time ago. I'd just returned to Val Rayo, and she welcomed me back by... She was the The ball was... alright. We've been friends ever since.
What do you...
It's not a real... And that's all I'm saying about it.
We can...
You know what... Yes?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment. Good day.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining... Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
None of this shit should have happened.
You don't know the half of it. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free.
I like to think I'm as selfish. Thousands of people died on that. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
The breach needs to be sealed. The sooner the better.
If it can be sealed, you might want to consider running at the... Heroes are every... Need something?
The red lyrium we found...
My brother Bartrand and we located an ancient... Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
I think that...
You're worried about the rifts. I understand that. Well, someone has to go out and fight the demons.
And someone else has to stay behind and help the sick and the wounded.
Master Harrit said we weren't to sell Inquisition blades.
What Harrit doesn't know won't hurt him.
equipment. They're not laying siege to anything.
That's an excellent point, Recruit. But if someone comes to lay siege to us, perhaps it would be best for us to have some means to fight back.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I don't know. Master Harriet's hammers are good.
Those are the forging tools of an apprentice. Wouldn't you like to use the hammer of a master?
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentagast might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Dennett in the hinterlands.
Oh, and who are you to be fishing around for what the higher-ups are doing?
Back in Angsburg, my uncle was 5th Praetor.
And what's that mean for you back in Arnsberg?
Honestly, about as much as it does here.
My creator, judge me whole. Find me well within your grace. Touch me with fire that I be cleansed.
Die!
Researcher Minave has notes on alloys that may prove more effective against demons.
Oh, does she? Well, we'll take anything that gives our blades a bit more bite. You mages aren't half bad.
I am no longer a mage.
Even better.
You've seen our mounts. Most of them should be pulling plows.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harry. How's the new gear fit?
It doesn't really matter.
Of course it does. World's gone mad. Stock armor. My gear will see you through demon. So, you need custom work. Something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it.
How did you come?
Come from a little town. I was in Redcliffe when the left when Raw ended up here. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walk.
Sounds like someone has it in.
Don't I know it?
Can you help?
Yes. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field.
If I...
Start simple. You'll need materials. We should have what you...
Goodbye.
Right. You need something? well. Looks fine. Another time, then. Another time, then. Another time, then.
We get better horses. You think that'll make a difference?
Master Dennett's horses in the hinterlands are faster and stronger than anything we've got here. A good horse can make all the difference. The mare I grew up with saved my life. She died when the demons attacked.
I'm sorry.
Feels silly to mourn a horse, with all the people we've lit pyres for.
Well, like you said, a good horse can make all the difference.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent, and I believe no one else cares. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to...
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the... Then we... After that, and if there are I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, I see what must be done, and I... But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I cannot afford to be so careless again.
There's a lot at stake.
You do not have to tell me that. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
I'm Dalish. I believe in our own gods.
And there's no room among... I suppose it... I have to believe. Now it's simply... Ugh. One day they may write about me. I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. Didn't I? I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to... You've said you don't...
I'm Dalish.
And there's no... I suppose. I have to believe. Now it's... It occurs to me I don't actually...
What do you want to know?
I'm... not sure.
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Liliana, but I don't want to ask her. I want to hear...
My clan never stayed in one place for long.
Oh? I didn't think your people roamed. I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. Do you intend to go back?
I'd go home right now if I could.
Then I hope you can. Once this business... Yes? Ugh. One day they may write about me as... I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. And if... I only pray... I cannot... You've said you don't believe... It occurs to me I'm... not... But I don't want to. I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. Do you intend to go back?
I might, once this is done.
It will not be the same once you do.
I'd like to get to...
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
No motivation beyond making...
Antagonist.
Exactly.
As you... My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of... I joined the Seekers of... I remained as the... That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're a member of...
The Pentecost...
Really?
No, but it feels that way. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers?
It was a life worth... The Pentecosts are famed for... Most are fat and lazy. My brother was all that kept me in Navarre. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your...
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony.
You don't seem to like your...
My family, what little I saw of him, my uncle treated me like a poor... Thus I did not see Navarre. The real Navarre until much...
Your uncle?
They had the misfortune of... The king executed them. But thus we were raised by my uncle. A Mortalitas,
Your uncle was...
a death mage. The Nevarans. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and...
So you were the...
To divine justice, the position...
Unusual, huh?
You don't know? I will tell... The short version is that I once saved the...
But what does...
What is your hand keep? Liliane, after Beatrix. But Justinia convinced me to stay.
You thought you could really...
Justinia knew the war. She tried to avert it. Sometimes you have to break. It was to be the answer. I only wish she had lived to see it.
So what's the story about...
Sweet Aunt. It was... The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
I'm sure you're...
I was there. To hear others tell it, rather impressive.
And the truth is?
I stopped, and their war. They freed the... Yet I became the right hand. And they are forgotten.
What happened to them?
They went back to their circles. Many of them died at the conflict.
You're delightful.
No, I object. There is nothing.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
I'll let you...
Do you need something?
Can you tell me more about the...
The Seekers of Truth. Seekers stood above the Templars. We were meant to be incorruptible. Above reproach.
What ours?
Those who know anything. We do not use lyrium, however. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine. And not even her, truthfully.
Sounds like the Seekers didn't do their job very well.
Do you need something?
Can you tell me?
I'll tell you what I can.